What's up? What's up? What's up with y'all? I just want to sit in and chop it up with y'all and send my shout outs. Y'all know how I do, and I know y'all. Some of y'all like, damn, bro, you always got on shade. You know what I'm saying? Well, my son asked me why I had on shades, and it was hard to explain to him why I had on shades. So, me telling the kid that, hey, these are prescription lenses. They come like that, or transition. They ain't trying to hear that shit. He ain't trying to hear that shit. So yeah. So let's get into this talk. Motion at the front door. Oh, it's nobody. Let's get into this talk. Cause for real, I'm gonna just jump right into it. Oh, before I get started, let me give all my shout outs. Shout out to Mr. Skinny TV, T3 the Polar Bear. Shout out to Star, the Star Report. Shout out to Urban X Podcast, Malcolm and Black Dot. Uh, Shout out to Coolin and the crew. Shout out and congrats to you. It's some I probably missed. I'll get you through the talk, through the conversation. I apologize. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot on my head right quick when addressing this one. So, how do you know? Now I'm really talking, I should really only be talking to the young people, but I know I'm talking to some older people too because it's a lot of ignorant older people on here. People like Hassan Campbell. Stupid as fuck. But anyway, this is how you can tell that your mate or your significant other don't give a fuck about you. Now, it's gonna be real quick and simple, and some of y'all it's gonna go right over your head because it's so quick and simple. But if you a baby daddy, your girl don't give a fuck about you. If you a baby mama, your guy don't give a fuck about you. Now you probably sitting there saying, what is he talking about? How do that determine not giving a fuck about me? I'm about to give it to you real straight. That term, baby mama, baby daddy, is really a derogatory um, way to um, present your kid's mom or kid's dad. Why do I say that? Well, because that term didn't even come to be until, I want to say, 1994. Before 1994, that didn't exist. Might be a little bit before that, but around then, it didn't exist. If you had a child with a woman, that was your child's mom. If she had a child by that man, that was that man's child. You see, when they inserted that baby mama, baby daddy, it came out in a song. And as usual, how the agenda works, they put it into hip hop. So it became that song called "That's Just My Baby Daddy," "That's Just My Baby Mama," that just, some bullshit like that. If anybody out there recall, that's what it was, and that was the time frame, and when it kicked off, and all this shit started. Everybody started using that term and calling people baby daddy and baby mama. But let me tell you what it does psychologically. It brings down the value of the person in which you're speaking of. So if you're talking about your kid's mom, notice she's your child's mother. Your child is your gemstone. The child's mother is the one who keep it polished off and put together. And then when she's not, you are. So both of you are caretakers of this precious gemstone. So you were addressed as that because the mother is a high respect. And a father has high respect. But when you break that term down and interject it with a stupid visual and stupid audio, to explain and define what you've newly interjected, it becomes bullshit. So when you say that's my baby daddy, you're not respecting him at all as a father. And when you say that's my baby mama, you ain't respecting her at all as the mother of your child. So instantly, if this has become the title when the baby is born, oh, this is my baby mama, and you smiling and greasing and cheesing, oh, this is my baby daddy, and you smiling and grinning and cheesing, off the rip, there's already a psychological dysfunction there, because this baby is going to grow hearing you use this term, hearing you use this lesser value, although it's going to be used around father and dad and father and dad and mom and mother. They'll be able to determine whether you know it or not. You've been a child before, but you've forgotten that mind of yours. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of you forgot a lot of things. That's just like, so now you have baby mama and baby daddies living in what used to be neighborhoods until Boys in the Hood came out, in which at that time frame they stopped using the word neighbor, put just hood, and then gave you a visual of what they wanted hood to be. And across the nation, you got niggas on the East Coast, niggas in the Midwest, niggas down south throwing khakis on with they boxers, with their beaters tucked in their boxers, and they fucking walking around sagging, using Cali words, Cali terminology, dressing in Dickies all day, every day. You see what I'm saying? So that becomes hood. That action of what that movie was showing, how the actions were taking place, was called hood. Although it was still a neighborhood, and although you still seen in the movie Furious Styles speaking to who was that, Rick and their mom, and you saw the neighbors having a barbecue, you know, even though you saw neighborhood, it was redefined, slapped the word neighbor off, and it became straight hood. Now this is what you get. So in the hood, you have baby daddies and baby mamas. You no longer have in their neighborhoods moms and dads. Then they put out the stupid term dysfunctional household. So now they tell you a dysfunctional household is a household that's not man and woman in there together building to raise these children. But in order for us to give these women any aid governmentally, you're going to have to write that man off. He can't be in your house. Oh, because the man's supposed to be doing this, and the man's supposed to have a job, man's supposed to be working. He's supposed to be the breadwinner. Well, in a lot of cases, due to America's shipping businesses overseas, a lot of factories went away. A lot of plants went away. You see what I'm saying? The women didn't become accountable and notice that and pay attention to that. And, well, hey, the dudes ain't working. They ain't got jobs. Because what they program to women to do is say, well, shoot, they hiring us. We getting jobs. If I want to break a family up, of course I'm going to put the money in the hands of the person that I'm about to teach an illusion of independence to. So now the women follow me. I'm not bashing women, but follow the story. So now you got women who are becoming in control of money and jobs and things and resources. And they're saying, well, I don't need a man. The only reason you don't need a man is because for you to have these advantages, you can't have a man visibly. Our women started to lose traction, lose direction, and started to turn that around on the man. So what do the men do? They in return do the same dumb shit. So you got the ones that's gonna try to work their fucking knuckles to the ground to prove to this woman that he's a man. Ain't no fucking way, bro. But then you got the ones that got about they two-step. Got out here and got to hustling and doing whatever it was to get that bread. And subsequently, it landed a lot of us in a box or in a box. All this is systematic. So you might ask, why do I bring that up? Because that was on my head. Because when I'm out grocery shopping and I be overhearing shit. So I hear young men on the phone. Yeah, I'm at the store. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give you the example. I'm at the grocery store. Now, mind you, I got my daughter with me. She's 3 years old. Very articulate though, but 3 years old. So there's a young guy, two people back. There's a older man, an elder behind me, and then there's an elder woman behind him, and then there's this young couple. So he's with his woman. She has one in the belly, and there's one in the cart. They all three as dirty as they could be. That's neither here nor there. Well, it's important, but it's neither here nor there right now. So I hear his phone ring. He answered it. Must be his homie. So his homie must ask, what's going on? Where you at? He in return says, oh man, shit, I'm at the store. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some grilled, me and my baby mama. Hell yeah. You feel me? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all know how I go after that. Conversation was a couple words that we would never put behind each other, and then nothing was complete. And his friend pretended like he understood what he was saying because he didn't have anything going on upstairs either. So it was, hell yeah, you feel me? Yeah, for sure, my nigga, you feel me? You dig? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Ain't nobody shit. Me and baby moms, we'll shoot through that. Just shoot past, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get enough for it. We'll cook for it. You know what I'm saying? We got it. We got these yamps. Now, in case some of y'all is outside of the Midwest lingo, yamps is food stamps, EBT. So here we go. You're in the store. You disrespecting your son and daughter's mom by calling her a baby mama. So she has no value coming from your psyche. She laughing and kikiing and chi-chiing with it as third party, third leg into this conversation. So she's cool with you calling her that because she calls you baby daddy. So she disrespecting you too. So you have no respect for each other, first of all. You're calling each other that in front of your children. Your guy call you. That's cool. You got friends, whatever. You tell him, hey, well, come on through, bro. You know, have food on us. We got the yams. So now you're misusing your little assistance that you're getting. Because you should be trying to put that shit up and budget and bargain. Because obviously you need that. So anyway, that's not my business because I don't care what you're doing with that because I got a whole nother view about that. So I'm not in full opposition for what y'all got going with that. But I'm saying all that to say. So here they are. Now when they're talking, I told you there's an elder behind me and then there is a elder mom behind him. So I turn around when I hear it like, The old man, his head is down. You know what I'm saying? He's shaking in shame. The older woman is trying to look to the side as if she's really wished that she had earplugs in. On the inside of me, it starts to bother me because I want to say something. My daughter with me. So I rarely put in my boot work when my daughter or son is with me or anything like that because I'm the one on the front line. You're not at war. You're at war, but you're not in the war. So it's my responsibility to keep you away from that. And this is going to be a battle, whether verbal or not. So we running around here. Disrespecting each other. They were disrespecting the elders. I got that energy off them. So I understood how painful it was for those elders to hear that. You see, because what I'm saying is, no matter how shitty some of the people was when we were growing up, some of the older people, one thing we saw, two things for sure, three things for certain, was we ain't gonna sit here and say that we didn't see love within our people. I can't sit here and say that we grew up and our environment was just that shitty. See, some of y'all like to say that shit and rad that shit out because it make you feel, I guess, good about or comfortable about not having excelled. You hear me? I don't take comfort in that, nor would I lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. There are people living, and even when I was growing up, there were people living in fucked up conditions. There always someone, unfortunately, there is always someone in a more unfortunate condition than yours. So growing up, I saw what they described as what they would call dysfunctional households. And they were not dysfunctional at all. You see, because what you wanted to do was paint a picture now. Whereas we're going to break up the home, title it dysfunctional. Now the woman in that home, because at the time, majority of the people at home with the kids were the women. So you got this single parent boom term jumping off too. When if you look at it historically, I'm talking to the women now. And I'm talking to the men too. Do some math. Historically. And even correctly. Wasn't the woman always taking the position of keeping the kids at home? I'm not saying watching their babies. I'm talking about they were nurturing until a certain age, and then the dad. Okay, let's go even back to tribal. I'm not one of them from African people. I'm using this as an example. Okay, so you have the tribes, because all tribes, natives did it too. So if the men were out hunting all sun up, who was at home? So everybody that want to scream, oh, I'm native, I'm from Africa, oh, I'm so, but nobody want to walk the principles of none of this shit they claim they is. I'm just saying. I'm not saying a woman's supposed to be in the house cleaning and cooking and doing that stupid ass shit either. You feel me? Because I ain't one of them type, I'm hell no. Hell no. You a weak ass nigga if you want a yes lady. The only nigga want a yes lady is a yes man. And that's why he want a yes woman. Because in his world, he's a fucking yes man. And he's weak as fuck. So he can only have a woman that's like that. Because it makes him feel strong. Yeah. So somebody right there watching right now, go check your nigga. Or my guy. Get up and look in the mirror. You hear me? So, back to what I'm saying. Baby daddy. Baby mama. What is that? It's a non-valuable title that comes with a fucked up mental projection that you're placing on a person to whom you're saying you value and you say you love and you say you care for, but you give them this title. It's messed up. It's messed up that the young think of this is okay, that we was using that and that's what you do. It's time for us to correct that because that is very incorrect. You see these young men look at these young women like pieces of meat. I mean, we did too. Actually, I'm gonna keep it 100%. Nobody want to tell the truth about this shit. By nature, the man is supposed to look at the woman like a piece of meat. He's supposed to be salivating at the beauty of that woman. The fuck is y'all talking about? He's supposed to be, oh, ooh, oh hell yeah. That's what he's supposed to be doing. You in return, you don't have the nature of the hunt part of the look at him like a, but yes, y'all do look at them like pieces of meat. Literally though, because they got the pieces of meat. So everybody, you look, we so fucked up. We backwards as hell. If you a woman and you don't want your man looking at you like a piece of meat, either you buy or you want him to be bi or soft. We got to the point where y'all telling these men, y'all need to learn how to be more passive to these women and more submissive. Show your feelings and shit like that. No, the fuck you ain't. How the fuck you gonna protect the house? And you sitting around that bitch sweeter than a goddamn pudding. She saying shit and you jiggling. She talking shit and you jiggling. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Ain't no baby mamas, ain't no baby daddies. If you use that you ain't shit, don't talk to me and use that term. People around me know. People around me have been known for years. I don't just be talking this shit. This is me. It don't be niggas sitting around me talking about, this is another thing I hate. You can't sit around me talking about some, hell yeah, man, I'm about to go to the house, my bitch just cooked. I'm a hungry motherfucker. I'm gonna check the shit out your ass. I'm gonna check the shit out if you say you going home to your bitch. I'm gonna check you and I probably ain't about to fuck with you no more for real. If you don't accept me checking you, I probably won't fuck with you no more. Even if we grew up together, I'm that type of guy. I mean, I'm gonna speak to you in a bypass. We'll never sit and chop or none of that, hell no. Cause see, if you call the woman who at home nurturing the household, family, and everything, she done went to work and did her shit too, and you call that's your bitch, and you use that leisurely, that mean the value you put on her is just that minute. My nigga, we can't chop. We can't kick it. See, I know it's one thing that niggas be saying, oh man, it's easier to help the youth than it is to fix broken men. In some cases, yeah. I'm not here to try to fix no broken ass men though. We all broken. In some way, shape or another, we all broken because we all live in that same system. It's just that some of us are less broken than others. Some of us have been mended and fixed ourselves, and some of us, we different. So, you going home to your bitch. So what's she saying to her girl? Oh, girl, my dog ass nigga on his way home. You do know that the only language that a bitch understand is the one spoken by a dog, right? You do know that, right? So if you calling her your bitch, it tells me why I cannot fuck with you. And vice versa. Like, if I'm sitting with the girl, the female friends in the hood, and the only thing they can talk about is niggas this and niggas that, I don't want to hear that. Niggas ain't shit. Nigga ain't. Hold on. Girl, he talking about, can we kick it tonight? Niggas ain't shit. But your son and your daughters are sitting right there too. Your son is going to grow up to be what you calling a nigga right now. It's obvious because of what you're sitting there conversing about and the language you're using and the ways you're using these things and contexts. Your children picking this up. More and more, you do it all the time, so it's become fluent to them. So you let society tell you that men not being in the home is what's fucking everything up. It's just not the case. It's part of the case. But as I just stated, if the man was at work or out doing what he was doing, and who's there with the kids, then where's that message coming from? I'm just saying. See, sometimes we got to be accountable. I'm not here to bash women or men. I'm just here to shake that baby mama shit up off y'all, because that shit is not real and it's giving y'all a fucked up concept that's making y'all act like that. It's easy to shake once you realize and notice that it's right there. Instead of just hearing what I'm saying, listen, then go back and fact check the song, the years, and leading on up. You can see it for yourself. Now fix yourself. See, everybody trying to jump off into a change and, oh, I'm gonna do this, and man, it come in little pieces. The same way knowledge is in degrees. Everybody do not deserve to be given a lot of this information that a lot of us speak. A lot of y'all don't even deserve it, because for real, a lot of y'all ears is not ready to hear it, and you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna be people that's watching this that it's gonna troll you and say some dumb shit because it's out of where they at. Like I had a person tell me in one of the comments, oh my god, this was the goofiest shit I ever heard. He say, Hassan's talking more realer stuff than whatever you talking about. First of all, I don't even know you, bro. So that's cool. Second, thanks for the traffic. You watched. You stopped in and you watched. Thank you. Third, I respect your opinion and your comment. It just gives me insight. It lets me know that there are bozos in the world who will take in trash and recycle it within themselves and think that shit is motherfucking gold and diamonds. Whereas people like us will still look at it and acknowledge, because we can visibly see through the matrix that this bitch holding a handful of trash. So that's you, my guy. Then you got the grandmas and the granddads. Listen to me now. You got the grandmothers and the granddads using the term too. How many times I've seen some third party answer somebody's phone, and who said, "Girl, your phone ring. Answer that for me. Boy, your phone ring. Answer that for me. Who is it? Oh shit, it's your baby mama. Who is it? Oh, it's your baby daddy." So a lot of our age group have lost morals and values too. I tell y'all all the time, I'm not exempt. I live in the same world y'all live in. I made some of the same mistakes. A lot of them. Matter of fact, I made a whole lot of them because I used to do a whole lot. But what I'm saying is, when you're ready to change or ready to transition into better, You have to start tweaking the small things that you can quickly identify as being trigger things that lock you into certain types of paradigms and certain types of lifestyles. So just breaking, let me tell you some of the little magic. I usually don't like to share none of this with people, but for one day, no, for 1 week, on Monday, Sunday night, write down the couple of words and terms. Write down baby mama, baby daddy, hood, and then that's two more that you know we frequently use. Put it in the comment section. Write that down Sunday night. Don't use those things you wrote down all the way to the next Sunday night. That Sunday night, write down the energies and things that you noticed from not using those words and terms. By making your vocabulary a little bit more extensive, instead of using those terms, use a stronger frequency word in the place or term, as stated before. Instead of saying that's my baby mama, take the time to pronounce that's my children's mother. Instead of saying that's my baby daddy, take the time to pronounce that's my children's father. Let me tell you something. None of that shit matters what happened between y'all two. To nobody but y'all two. Unless it was a lot of physical shit and outside shit going on. Don't none of that shit matter to nobody but y'all two. But if y'all two ain't gonna keep it real and notice that it really wasn't nothing but some bullshit that split y'all up and parted y'all ways, why y'all can't keep it like that? That shit bleed over into the kids. I don't give a fuck what side saying what. Now I'm gonna tell you from my side though, I've never spoke negative to my children about their moms. Ever, and never will. No matter how I felt or feel, we can have a dialogue and disagree with the child will never know we just had that disagreement. Now you got the idiot gonna say, man, that's being fake. That's not being fake. See, y'all fucked up. I told you before, y'all backwards. So y'all think that being fake is having to lie to your kid to make sure everything is okay for the moment, though. Not for no long-term shit like lying to him about is a fucking Santa Claus. No, I mean like what I just said. So when y'all come back to the children, say y'all was at the park and y'all needed to step to the side to speak, and we'll get some shit figured out. When y'all come back to the kids, they should know that y'all was over there disagreeing. Y'all should be kikiing and smiling and departing ways. So that's not being fake. That's just that some things are not to be exposed to children because knowledge is in degrees. So if you want to raise a productive child, certain things they can't see or be exposed to until it can be relative to them. You understand what I'm saying? If you remember how you were raised and how you grew up, then there should be no problem in the things you should put in the child programming. Remember, you're raising the child. Go down and watch one of the videos. It's a video down there about raising the children. Go watch the video. It's down there. I got one for you. But, so yeah. So now you got these frequencies changed up and you haven't spoke these words all week. You'll come to find out that, excuse me, some of your conversations and some of your movement and things will be different. You see, because when say you're in a store or wherever you're at and you used to, maybe you at work and you used to using this, you're not using it now. So you've attracted a worker who don't even really converse with y'all. Them dipped in just due to the vocabulary that was used. See, you want to get somewhere But you don't want to put in the work to get there because you thinking all this illusional shit. You can only get where you're going when you put the pieces in place to get where you're going. One move don't rock the whole game. Like this shit is goofy. You have to strategically place things. The future, your future is not predicted. The future have to be created. What are you talking about? You can go see a psychic. You can go see, oh man, all this. Look, your future is only created by you. Nobody ain't got your shit already laid out, bro. Stop the bullshit. Your shit ain't already rolled up in no book, sitting up in some cabinet in the fucking sky. And stop that shit. Understand that when you wake up, the only thing gonna make shit move is you moving around. Put some value in yourself. Put some value in that woman you live with or you deal with. Put some value in that man you deal with. So that you can start to have valuable results. That is not your baby daddy. That's your children's father. That's not your baby mama. That's your children's mother. Start with the small things. It's not high fashion to have super tight pants on under your ass with a belt on. That's not cool. Just because you see that shit on TV don't mean it's for you. It's for the clown that's got it on. If the motherfucker on TV look like a clown with the shit on, don't you think when you bad and put it on that you look like a fucking clown too? Oh, you think you look better than him with the shit on? Is that what you think? You gotta be fucking crazy. Young ladies, come on, man. If y'all children's mothers, how you and your child on TikTok showing ass? TikTok is full of ass shots and camel toe shots. What type of shit is that? And this shit is cool. I looked on there because my son is into the social media stuff. So I have to stay educated on that. I'm a techie. I like the techie shit too, so I'm on it. But I have to watch him and monitor them in there too. So this is what I see once I find out, oh, this is what y'all be on, TikTok. I was hip with it, but not really on it. I jump on there and that's all I see. You can't say, well, it's just no, this shit coming through in feeds or some shit, because he ain't got no friends and none of all that goofy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? No followers and all. So this shit just popping on. People on live, sitting there camel. There's a lot of Chinese people doing this shit too. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So there's a lot of foreign shit going on there. So quit showing your ass and doing all that shit. Let me tell you something. I don't care what y'all saying. If you have to, I get hustle. I get it as a hustle. If that's what you've come up